once I've done that, what am I left with? That!
The days of the English Civil War were brought to life at Tiverton High School last month. Torrington 1646 came into the school to give Year 8 pupils a hands-on history lesson. The group from North Devon gave gory demonstrations as they showed how those accused of witchcraft and crimes would be punished and tortured. Gruesome garments used by surgeons during the era were also exhibited, as were some of the best fashion garments from the 17th century, so it was a history lesson which was far from boring for the students.
I hope they take away an idea that history is fun and that the boring stuff that's in the textbook that we look at a lot of the time actually comes to life when these guys come in and do it, and these are experts and they just show them other things that aren't in the books, like all the medicine, like all the operations and hunting for witches, etc. So I'm hoping that they've had a good time all about with that.
Do you have any particular highlight?
Oh, I think the witchcraft one, finding where the witch is, and the man with the witch pricker, as it's called, where they dig the knife or the needle into you and it just retracts into the handle. I think that's really good way of tricking people into believing there are witches around. I like the surgeon when he says cutting off the wrists. That's good. I also like Sir Basil when he's explaining how somebody was burnt at the stake and their body was just fell in half when they were still alive and the flames consumed the rest of their body. Lots of highlights, really good.
Maybe Brandon is now a priest.
And it wasn't just the staff who enjoyed the day, as pupils each had their own highlights too.
But many of the activities, like the crime guy, was very interesting. They'd have lots of torture instruments that we could look at and we could experiment with.
And these two ladies in some country, they saw this chap trying to steal a car, so they ran after him when he ran away. And he went down an alleyway and they followed him and he was gone, but there was a goat, so they arrested it.
Well, the punishments. The priests got given bread when they stole bread, and also another one was someone had their penis cut off when they disobeyed the king.
It was pretty good about how they tortured the witches. That was pretty fun.
Oh, I like the bit about like the barber surgeon and that, all the equipment they used. And
at the end of the day, the year group gathered on the field to see a musket being fired.
3, 2, 1!
Torrington 1646 said they had enjoyed their day teaching the high school's pupils.
Nice bunch of kids, some of them are very, very lively, but really good fun to work with. They really are good fun.
What do you hope the students take away from today?
I think the main thing that we try to get across to them is how difficult life was back then, how gruesome it was, and the way that they treated each other, man's inhumanity to man. That's the main thing that we try to get across, so people don't think that it's always been like this, it's always been nice and comfy, and that people did live very, very hard lives back then.
First I carry a bandolier. 12 little bottles.
This is the 5th year the event has taken place here, and the History Department hopes it will continue well into the future. Caitlin Davies for THN.